Click. Alrighty. Welcome to the PSBS, as a PlayStation podcast. I'm your host, Coach T. PS and Value Voice Coach here is
Andrew Arenas, double is.
Yes, and we are back for episode 91.
Oh, it's so good to be back.
It's good to be back. Yeah.
Last week was busy. I would have liked to have gotten someone to kind of cover for me. But it seemed like everybody else was busy. I actually did try to look for somebody.
Don't we all?
Really fell through. And then I didn't know how your scheduling was going to be. And
yeah.
I think I remember asking you, but that just fell through too. So even if I did get somebody, that would have fell through too.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Out of the two of us, you're the only one with a schedule right now.
Well, yeah, I am with the schedule, and I'm already scheduling about next week. I'm probably gonna have to get someone to be here. Oh,
we're getting close, man. But we're getting close, man.
I know we are, but yeah, I'm probably gonna have to get someone for this coming week. I mean, I want to do the show. I want to, but I'm already foreseeing in my mind this week is going to be pretty busy, and I really thought this week was going to be a catch-up week for me, catching up on readings and stuff and all that. But I don't know, man. I've been going out a little bit too much, so I need to kind of slow down a little bit. So I think this coming week needs to be the catch-up week where I actually catch up on readings and actually doing
homework, schoolwork. You know that?
Yeah. The other day I saw a tweet of college is that vacation, but classes get in the way of it sometimes. Mm-hmm. That's how I kind of feel. You know, I like my Beatles class. I just watched movies in there. My British Victorian has got to be some of the most boring stuff I have ever read in my life. Contemporary British, pretty boring too. Sherlock Holmes is getting neat now. We're actually reading Sherlock Holmes stories. And learning about story tropes and all that and the forms of storytelling. So that's cool. Because Sherlock Holmes is a neat character.
Yeah.
There's a legion of people out there that think he's real. Learned about that.
Mm-hmm.
But I don't know, just largely uninteresting stuff. And then I got news articles to write. Even this weekend I got news articles to write. So thank goodness we're actually doing the show the way we are.
Yeah.
Because I need to write articles tomorrow.
Yeah, because we're we go over new stuff here.
Yeah, we also go over new stuff here too, PlayStation related stuff, not Nazi imagery that's actually happening in our school right now. Apparently, so I actually turned down a big story that in my school that was going to make front page of the paper. Mm-hmm. And it was going to probably get a lot of reviews and reads and all that stuff. Reads. How do you describe articles getting read? But people just read headlines nowadays. So what's the point? But I declined to write it because I just feel the sources weren't just, and I didn't want my name to be attached to a story that was so. Not only the material itself was pretty bad, but I just didn't find the sources reputable enough. And I just don't want to be part of that media agenda of pushing stuff that doesn't really need to be pushed. But we did it anyway.
You should do a news article, and the title should be "In Other News: Water, Wet."
Water, wet. Batman v Superman 2016.
Yeah, just open the article with that. That's the headline, and then it's a scientific article about rain or something, rain patterns in your local area or something.
I character assassinated rain.
Just
it hates people.
It's been raining a lot. Drips on people. Rains a lot. It's wet.
As great as it would have been to have an article that would have been widely read by me. One that's by me, read by a wide range of people, I just declined. So, it was an interesting feeling too. I was just I'm not going to do this.
Okay.
So I kept my academic and journalistic integrity, and I'm going to have 2 articles coming up this week. Are they going to be as exciting as the one on the front page? Hell no. But doesn't matter.
Doesn't matter.
So
It's okay.
that's really what's going on, man. It's been hectic.
Yeah. Let's see. A weekly update on that.
Yeah, definitely. But what is the weekly update in the realm? It's definitely a realm,
It's a
all right,
realm.
of PlayStation,
PlayStation.
another realm.
Another
How about
realm.
we go over first about the free multiplayer weekend?
Yes.
That's what we should go over first because this is an important key one right here.
Important key note. If you didn't know this, and the problem is by the time you listen to this, it'll already be Saturday at the earliest you're hearing this. If you didn't know. But it's this weekend, right? Or is it next weekend?
Next weekend.
Oh, it's next week. Okay, never mind. I thought it was this weekend. Like, oh, it's going to be a little late. But okay, yeah. Next weekend is the free PlayStation Plus multiplayer weekend. So
Yes, because I've been encountering a lot of my rock band friends that like don't have Plus. So I'm like, what? You have Rivals, but you don't have Plus online. So, I don't know if I'll be home the next weekend to even really play. But I mean, I'm home this weekend to play maybe a little bit. So if anyone wants to hit me up on the PlayStation, even though you're gonna be listening to this on Saturday, please, I need some more friends. But and of course, hit Cody up too, because we can all play together.
up to
Uno, and the likes of whatever else we play.
I don't know. It's about the only two things we play online is Uno and Rock Band.
Yeah, because it's like quick stuff, and like I can't really get into anything super meaty right now.
No.
As much I wonder what the situation will be on Horizon Zero Dawn, because if I cannot get on that, because I do, but like if I don't, then I'm gonna have to get someone to come on. I so don't want it to be one-sided for Horizon because it's a big game.
Speaking of Horizon,
Yeah, what about Horizon?
what about Horizon? Speaking about Horizon, knowing what's up, reviews come up on Monday.
Ooh,
They announced that the review embargo lifts on February 20th.
That's fantastic.
Which is Monday, so we're going to have reviews coming out for that.
Yes. Dude, I'm excited. This is fantastic.
Yep. No, it's funny because like there was a lot of stuff we talked about in the last episode that kind of got confirmed or reiterated this past week or so. Because that was the topic we talked about in our last episode, episode 90, about like when reviews should come up for games, and then here it is. Horizon Zero Dawn reviews will be up on Monday the 20th.
So about a week before.
Yeah, about a week before the game comes out.
Fantastic! So excited. Probably won't watch video reviews of it though, because I don't want to see any more.
I don't need any more of this.
I mean, I really don't. Yeah. I'll just read like one or two. That's about it.
Oh, yeah.
And then see the Metacritic, quotes and whatnot. But I mean, other than that, I really don't want to know anymore. Like, I just want it. But given the school situation, I'm not really sure if I can like really get a day one. So I'm sure I'm gonna have no shortage of friends that are gonna get this game, but just hopefully people that can talk about it here on the PlayStation Bull session. So a little plug there. So wink, wink, nudge, nudge.
Wink, wink, nudge, 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 nudge.
Yes. It's like almost like a cheat code combo. Hopefully I can get someone to come.
Yeah.
So whoever you are out there, come on.
Whoever you are, man.
I mean, if we do a show like Thursday or Friday, like it would be appropriate at that time to like give some impressions on it, right?
Yeah, because hopefully I'll have it day one, and then I can get some time with it enough to like form some more impressions.
Yeah, at least by then maybe you play about like 4 hours of it.
Yeah, that's about how much I had. That's about how much I played of Resident Evil, like before I talked about it, because I got like the Tuesday and I played it for about 4 hours into it when I talked about it.
But I feel like Horizon Zero Dawn is going to be the one to really like suck you in.
Yeah,
I think it's also got that photo mode.
It does,
and it looks like what? Oh god, why am I drawing a blank on the name of her? God, the name of the protagonist?
Aloy, something like that.
Yeah. Oh, Aloy.
Aloy.
Yeah, Aloy. Yeah, it looked like she could like take selfies or something. It looked like in the photo mode, it looked like she was like taking a selfie. But and then they revealed the voice actress for Aloy.
Yeah.
From Life is Strange.
Oh.
Who voiced dang it. Max, Chloe. Ugh. Damn, it blustered that. I believe Max. No, Chloe. I think from Life is Strange.
Mm.
So that's interesting. She landed another voice role. I mean, she did really well. I mean, some of the voice direction was a little poor, but I mean, she did a good job in that game.
Mm-hmm.
Still haven't heard anything about that series.
Nope.
No.
But
Because actually, we were talking about off air about the video games being like TV series and stuff. Like Life is Strange is going to at least like a series,
yeah, and we got one more to look forward to.
Oh, what?
It was announced this week, tying into some news.
Well,
So we didn't talk about it too much, but last week or so, it was announced that Netflix is working on an animated Castlevania series.
Yeah, that's right.
And it was supposed to be like very mature from the guy who did like Dread and those like little online short videos, those fan videos, like really dark Power Rangers and like really dark. What was the other one he did? I'm drawing a blank, but he did that like really dark like Power Ranger short film, and then I think it wasn't like the director of Dread or associated with that movie or something like that. I don't know. Producer.
So many drawing of blanks we're having. This is what we get for like recording really late.
Yeah, that's what happens. But anyway, that's happening on Netflix. It's Dark Thing or whatever. I don't really have any ties with the series Castlevania, so I don't really have an opinion either way on this.
Yeah, I mean, I only played like the older Castlevania games on NES, but I didn't like play any of the PSP ones or anything like that, or the GBA ones. So yeah, I really don't have too much of an affiliation with Castlevania as a series, and I didn't play those like really crummy ones that were on PS3.
Yeah, so I don't really have an opinion either way. But this one actually got me excited. This one actually sounds really neat. It was announced that how do you say this? Frederator Studios. These are the guys who actually are making the Castlevania series for Netflix. They're developing that for Netflix, but they're also developing a Costume Quest animated series for Amazon.
Yeah.
Along with Double Fine. It will be available. It said it'll be out sometime next year.
So it seems like Costume Quest is like probably Double Fine's like most successful property.
Yeah, it got a sequel in like in a short amount of time, and it's getting an animated series now.
All without crowdfunding.
Yeah.
See what happens when they put out something, I don't know, successful,
and
not having to rely on crowdfunding for every single thing you do.
Yeah.
Huh. Yeah. Wow, look what that lands you.
Yeah,
so much non-stress. But like, look, I know we're like speaking like out from this, but like we already talked about like how we feel about this, but like, but we also had like Psychonauts. Wait, that was the last couple weeks though, where you gave like a Psychonauts update.
Yeah, we actually
to it, right? Like the VR thing's coming.
Yeah, well, we have another update on that too.
Oh, what's another update of that?
The update. Let me load it up real quick so I make sure I'm saying it right. Give me 1 second. Yeah, there was
because
no.
I led on to another thing.
Well, you led on to another thing while we weren't talking about the other thing, but let me bring it up because it's real quick. We do have an update. They announced that Psychonauts, Rumpus of Ruin, the VR game, will be available. Oh, they have a release date. Oh yeah, it's coming out February 21st, and if you pre-order digitally, you get Psychonauts for free, the first game.
Right.
The PS2 game remastered for PS3, you get that for free, and you get a 10% discount off the $19.99 price point.
Yeah. Seems like that definitely got me excited. I mean, 10%. I mean, okay.
$2 off,
Yes.
I think this is neat because that we get to play the first one because this game takes place right after the first one. It's in between the first game and the second game that's currently in development. But it's funny because I bought Psychonauts the other day. Like it was on sale, like whatever, for like $3, and I bought it.
Oh, it was like cheap.
So sure, but this would have been cool. I could have got it for free, and I would have had a VR game out of it. Now, if I buy this,
still paying more than you even got the original Psychonauts.
Yeah, But I mean, if I pay this, I get the discount. I get the $2 discount, which basically covers my original buying of the game because I spent like a $2 or $3 on it anyway. You know.
Yeah.
But because it's probably just instant, like it just pops up with it. Because that'd be cool if they just send me a code and then I could turn around and just give it away here on the show. Or something.
Oh,
But
dude. Well, when you do it on Twitter, people definitely get pretty excited.
yeah, I know. I did that one Twitter giveaway and people got excited, so maybe I would have to give it away on Twitter.
Was it like a beta?
Yeah, like one of our
Let's give
listeners.
away.
Yeah, one of our listeners gave us a an extra beta code for like NHL 17 or something.
Oh, that was really nice of him.
Yeah, he gave us an extra code. He already had access to beta, so he had extra code and gave it to us, and then we gave it out on Twitter. We had some people responding and liking and all that good stuff. So yeah, I mean, but that's not how that's not how it's going to work. PSN's not going to just send you a code. I think it's just going to be instant. You know, like it is when you buy something, you just get 2 things. You know. But I already own Psychonauts, so I don't know what's going to happen. But that's
still just get the VR game.
Yeah, that's a good VR game. But still, it's still neat. Still neat incentive. I like that that's there.
For some people that haven't got it.
Yeah, for people that haven't got it. There's also a slight update. I don't know if this has been said before, but they also kind of note that Psychonauts 2 is currently in development, slated for third quarter 2018.
Yeah, they've already. Yeah.
Well, I know. I heard 2018. I just didn't know like what the time frame was. Like.
Oh yeah, third quarter.
Third quarter, almost the end of 2018.
When they want to get out before the typical holiday rush, man.
Oh yeah.
Kind of like where Brutal Legend was.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, so good, Brutal Legend. It's never coming back.
Yeah, dude, I really love Brutal Legend. I feel like I never took. I mean, like because I rented that game, I never took advantage of like everything about that game. I only did like the main path. I didn't get to like really meet Ozzy and all that shit, and did like his side quests and all that. And like, I watched videos, and I'm like, wait, this person's in this game. I feel like I feel like I played it wrong. Like I rushed it.
Like I know I
beat it. It was a fantastic game.
Oh yeah,
I missed a lot.
I played most of it. I finished the story. I did most of the side quests because it's one of those things where like I thought about getting to platinum, but like you had to play the multiplayer. And multiplayer was just broken garbage.
Yeah.
Like it didn't work. Like it just did not work. Like games would run slow.
It didn't want to work.
It didn't work. Like anytime you load in the games, you had connection issues. Huh?
It's pretty choppy.
It was really choppy. Like it would have trouble connecting with people. Well, first off, no one was playing. So when you did connect with somebody, it was slow to connect with somebody. Then when you did connect something, it was all choppy. And it wouldn't work. And then a lot of the trophies were very specific for multiplayer, like online multiplayer. Like you had to use certain units and do certain things, and like so it was just like screw this, you know, like I don't want to do this.
Dude, that's some ass.
The online just does not work. Why is it even here? Like there's so like the game works so much on its own. You don't need this stupid multiplayer that doesn't even work.
Wow.
Like are the servers even still up?
That's fucking ridiculous. Dude, they probably are.
It's EA, but I don't know.
We still haven't. Yeah, we're still here. Not really hearing of like. Oh, we'll be talking about something that we're going to get shut down in a second. But I haven't been hearing too many online games on PS3 shutting down. There's just a lot of first party shit, like Mag and all that, Resistance. Yeah. But we haven't heard much of any like third party games really shutting down yet. Well, we already said. I kind of felt like I said this on another episode ago.
Yeah, but we kind of talked about this already.
Yeah, we kind of did. But talk about some other things that are going to shut down on some things.
Yeah. Soon-ish. Yeah, I remember you messaged me this in the morning. I was like, wait, what? I had to like look this up myself. I was like, whoa, wait, what?
It took you back when you saw it?
Took me back. Like, I was like, wait, no way. What?
You thought it was giving you some fake news?
Fake news? Like what? Did you go in Photoshop and make this? Like it was like
I mean, it was from a verified article from the PlayStation blog.
I know, that's why I was like, man, you go and fake this on me, man? Like what do you like how did you like Photoshop this? And...
Yes, my intention is always to give you fake news.
Yeah. But
that's what I get.
Yeah, it's weird. But anyway, it was announced that starting August 15, 2017, Sony will discontinue support for PlayStation Now on PS3, PS Vita, PlayStation TV, all Sony Bravia TV models from 2013-2015. 2016 Bravia TV models will lose support on April 1st in the United States and Canada, and May 15th in the UK. All Sony Blu-ray players will lose support, and all Samsung TVs will lose support.
Hey.
So, this is crazy. So, they said that they're going to, and their response to this is basically that they want to focus on developing and make sure this is working on PS4 and PC. So you will still be able to have access to PlayStation Now on PS4 and through PC. I mean, this is crazy. Because one thing about PlayStation Now we always kind of complained about was that, one, it just won't work for everybody because it requires such a strong internet connection.
Those require a very strong internet connection.
For it to really
if you want like low latency.
Yeah, so if you really want it to work. And the other thing was that it was really expensive.
Yep.
It'll start adding up after a while.
Or the subscription-based model, like not because there's some games that are not included in the subscription, right?
Yeah, like individual, like you just rent it for so many hours or days or whatever. But it was a really expensive service, and not everyone can really support it because of their internet and all that. One thing though that did kind of help, kind of the cost a bit, was the fact that if you paid for this, you have access to it on so many different devices. With one subscription, it's like, oh, I could play this on my PS3 or my PS4 or my Blu-ray player or my TV or my Vita or whatever. And since this is shutting down everything, it's kind of like, well, now you're losing some of the value there. Granted, I don't know how many people are actually using it like on their Blu-ray player or their TV, but
it's got to be like not even a percentage. They probably saw data, dude.
Yeah, I mean, it was funny because I do have a Sony Blu-ray player and it does have PlayStation Now on it. I was like, oh, I could play God of War on my Blu-ray player, if I want. It would be neat. I gotta go plug in my because there's a USB.
But probably only like 0.3 people even took advantage of it.
Just saying, hey, I play God of War on my Blu-ray player, man. I had to plug in my DualShock 4 to the USB port. Or like even the TVs. Like it's funny, even the TVs are taking it out. The big thing for Sony TVs. It's like, oh look, you can instantly stream your games and all that. And
not anymore.
Not anymore. And I just don't. And I mean, I understand. Like, yeah, not a lot of people are using those. I mean, I can understand the TVs and the Blu-rays, but like, do you really need to cut it off of Vita and PS3? I mean, that's still in the PlayStation family,
It is, but it's time to move on. Especially for PS3. But is Vita the one that's triggering you?
Well, that's what people are saying. Like, it actually works best on Vita because it's a smaller screen, so there's less to like process to a larger screen or whatever.
I see what you mean, but I'm surprised. Wait, PlayStation Now is not like on PC, is it?
It's on PC now because that's what they said. They're focusing on PS4 and PC.
Oh, my bad.
No, it's funny because like one thing they never did get to, because that's one thing they said they wanted to get to and they never got to it, was mobile devices like iPhone and iPad.
No, they weren't going to do that.
Like, no, they that was in consideration or at a plan to eventually get to that point,
Oh, I remember at E3, right? Yeah, they did say something about that. But weren't they only saying like Sony tablets at the time, though? Sony. Yeah, I know a Sony tablet, but like know what I mean, like at the time.
At one point, I think they said Sony tablets, but then they did say iPhone, like iOS, like iPad and stuff, because like, they're saying like, oh, you can play Last.
Well, they wanted to get around to that.
Yeah, like no, because that's what they said. They wanted to expand to other devices. Like they said that, like, oh, you can play Last of Us on an iPad. With PlayStation Now or whatever. So, and that's something they never even got to.
Nope.
And
because they can barely get around to the Vita.
Can't barely get around. But I mean, it is the freaking iOS, the most used operating system. So I feel like there's a much larger audience there. I mean, they well, not Sony, but like freaking 2K developed, BioShock for iPhone just because more people play iPhone than anything else.
Mm-hmm.
It's not the best way to play
2K brings a lot of their games, dude. The sports games are like, even on mobile. Telltale. Yeah.
That's what I mean, though. Like, that's a big market that they never even got to yet. Like, they never even attempted, to get to. Was like, okay, let's put PlayStation Now on iOS or mobile and just try that.
And then it has ridiculous in-app purchases, which is the subscriptions to PlayStation Now. And then people look at it and they're like, what? Give it like 1 star in the App Store.
Yeah, but still, I mean, they can try the free trial and say, okay, and then some people's going to subscribe to it because, I mean, they could be like, look, guys, I'm playing God of War on my iPhone or my iPad or whatever, And then it's like, Switch what? Oh, I don't need Switch. I could play freaking God of War and Last of Us on my iPad if I paid $20 a month.
You need a strong internet connection.
Or your LTE connection. I think
Oh
LTE. I
gosh,
don't know if LTE is strong.
you know how much data is gonna burn
You
through?
better make sure you have the unlimited data plan.
Oh, I mean, I got the unlimited data plan, but not everybody does.
Yeah.
Dude, that's gonna like imagine playing or doing a whole playthrough of Last of Us like out and about. And dude, it could chug so much.
Oh, I could just see the commercial. Like some guy's playing Zelda on his Switch on the bus, and the other guy's on his iPad. Like, I'm playing Last of Us because I'm streaming it and stuff.
It's like 3 frames a second,
It's
but
like
like Zelda
three frames.
on the cartridge.
Yeah, it's like 3 frames a second, but it's like, ha, I'm playing Last of Us at 3 frames a second, but I'm still playing Last of Us. And the guy's like, okay, fine. Just playing, Zelda perfectly.
Yeah, because it's on the freaking cartridge
Just
or
on there.
downloaded to the Switch,
Yeah.
and it's just there.
Just there.
What would have been great if you could just download these games?
That would. Well, yeah, for like PlayStation stuff, that wouldn't be bad, but like for iPhone and all that, that'd be tricky.
Like, what if you could just download all this shit?
Yeah,
instead of having to stream.
That'd be great. I mean,
Like, I would have not minded to pay if it was like downloading like it as an application to your PS4.
Yeah. Like
if you already own like PS2 games and shit, why can't you have any like PS3?
Yeah. I mean, that's basically like what EA Access is. Like, you're paying monthly access to these games, and you just download them, and then, like, if you don't pay your subscription, then those files lock out on your system. So it'd be kind of like, that would be a nice alternative for PlayStation Now to be like, if you don't have, if you don't have a strong enough internet to stream these games, to give you the option to at least download them,
Oh, dude, every time about EA Access and Sony, it just pisses me off. We both know. At the time, we maybe thought EA Access was like a little silly at the time, but like, dude, it's a good value.
Yeah.
I mean, considering how much EA is a force in this gaming generation, that I think, even though it's not as broad or robust as it was last generation, as we talked actually beforehand, they don't got the Rock Band, they don't have the arcade racing games, but at least successful arcade racing games. That I think still EA Access would have been worth it. I mean, like, we get to at least try Mirror's Edge before we know we don't like it and all this stuff,
Yeah.
So, it's unfortunate, but it's whatever. I say that every time. So
yeah. So I don't know. And it's one of those things where like I just don't know, because I mean, obviously since they're shutting down on PS3, it's one of those things where like I don't know if they can go back and obviously since they're shutting down PS3, it's not something they can go back and just change. Like, oh yeah, now you have a download option, and then I don't know if that would work on PS4, because like the whole thing like, oh, you can't have PS3 games on PS4 because the architecture is different and blah blah blah. That's why you need to stream it, because the game's really running on like a Sony server, and it's just kind of like being streamed to the PS4. You know what I mean?
It's streaming from the ultimate Sony PS3 server.
It's a box.
It's a hive mind.
Some crazy hive mind. So like I don't know if like it'd be funny if like Sony now becomes like a bigger app you download, and it basically is just a PS3 emulator now on your PS4, so that way you can like download PS3 games to it.
Yeah, dude, that'd be so awesome.
Because that would make it a bit more worth it. You pay $20 a month.
But it sounds like a freaking mod thing. Like you put in your Wii and just like touring games on it. That's what it sounds like. It sounds like a mod.
It is a mod, but it's an official Sony mod for their own
system. It's an official Sony mod
for their own system.
I wonder if it's just like a box.
It's a box.
It's a box.
It's a box.
It's a box. Where's this box gonna go? In a big server room?
Yeah, and there's gotta be like one guy that stays there overnight just to watch it.
Yeah. So it's just a box. And it is just as complicated as Pied Piper.
Well, actually, if Pied Piper developed PlayStation Now, the streaming would be so much better.
Oh, it'd be perfect, dude. The Skype call we're having right now would be better. Because it's seamless video chat.
That's what Sony's gonna announce. That's what Sony's gonna announce at the end of this year. Like, PlayStation Now is now powered by Pied Piper.
It's powered by the new internet.
The new internet, yeah.
The new internet. That's what the new internet's supposed to do, dude.
Flawless streaming with zero compression, taking a fraction of your internet.
Get excited. But if only that was real. but unfortunately, it's
like they never show the code. Never show the coding in that show because there's got to be some guy who's hardcore out there and like tries to read the coding from the show and tries to copy it and see if it actually works.
Yeah, we actually don't ever get to see the inner workings of it. Really.
Just trust us, it works. All right, we don't.
But like, do we really need to see that shit though?
Well, no. Like from a narrative perspective, no. But I'm just saying though, like just to kind of like. For the hardcore people out there who want to see if this is even possible what they're doing, like to see some like coding or whatever, just like briefly, like on a wall or something, be like, like is there real science and math behind this? I don't know.
Well, they really did that like season 1 and then not really afterwards.
Yeah.
But that's for nerds, dude.
If it leads to flawless streaming internet, then I don't care.
And I see like these coders at my school. I'm like, dude, he's in the mainframe. I'm hacking the mainframe. I need Mr. Robot back now. That if you need a show that shows you the inner workings from time to time, Mr. Robot should show. It shows you all the coding and stuff, and they actually have coders to see if like this shit is possible, and it is. They say it is. Alrighty, like the shit that Elliot, the main character, is working on. It's possible. So if you want stuff like that, where you were saying, that's it. But again, they really just show it in season 1 because in season 2, I don't think Elliot even touches the damn computer until like halfway through the season. But anyways,
moving along, some more news. We got some release dates and we got some delays. What should we go with first?
Oh, I might as well go with the delays. What's going to be delayed?
What is being delayed?
That's a quicker reaction.
Quicker reaction. South Park got delayed.
Oh.
South Park was originally, the new South Park game was originally supposed to be released in first quarter 2017. Has now been delayed in the Ubisoft earnings report, saying that the game will now release in their next fiscal year, which runs between April 1st, 2017 and March 31st, 2018.
This is going to be a summer game.
Hopefully. We'll see.
I mean, would you like it to come out like in April?
Yeah, because I really got nothing going in April.
Yeah, it gets its time to shine, right?
Yeah, but the problem is I feel
like... Are you kind of glad it's delayed, though? Like, it was already crowded.
I mean, what else is coming out in April?
No, nothing really, but I mean preceding that.
Oh, it's preceding that, yeah. Yeah, it's kind of... It's going to be...
It was getting crowded.
It's going to get a little more crowded, but I mean, I think April would be a good time to put it out because there's really nothing going on, movies or games or anything just there.
Anything in general.
Anything in general. April's a wasteland of a month. So like I would love for the game to come out in April, but the problem is I feel like if it was coming out in April, they would have said that. You know, like April's kind of close to where like they would have announced that, like, oh, it's coming out, you know, April whatever. You know.
Then I think like in the summertime, like June or July.
Yeah,
I think that'd be a fine time for it.
That'd be a good time for it too, but like, I don't know, it's still weird because like in May you got Injustice 2. That's a
different audience though.
Different audience, but I mean just like for the sake of games coming out, like that's coming out in May, and then we got another game that's excitingly coming out in June. An extra news item actually.
Mm-hmm. Might as well interject it.
Because it was announced this week that Crash Bandicoot: The Insane Trilogy is
going
to be releasing on June 30th.
I mean, these 3 games are, you know, different audiences. I don't really see them just like kind of.
Well,
but it is a lot of
games. I'm going to buy both these games.
You are going to buy both these games.
Crash Bandicoot and South Park, and I would just rather not have them come out the same day or the same time, you know.
But I mean, Crash Bandicoot is like that mix of like familiar and not familiar. So like, you know, so there's no need to like rush this game.
No, but I'm still gonna be playing the hell out of it come June 30th.
So are you still a believer that Insane Trilogy is only gonna have 1 platinum?
Wait, you asked me if I believe that?
Yeah, I thought. Did you say you believed it's gonna have 1 platinum?
No, I kind of like brought up the possibility of that like a couple episodes back. Like,
dude, look at the games though. You played them. You know what they're like.
I know, but no, my
stuff just 1 platinum.
Well, no, my concern was we talked about because they announced the price point. That's what it was. We brought up the price point, how it's going to cost $39.99. I kind of maybe brought up the question like, what if there's only 1 platinum since it's like already only $40? Like, what if there's only 1 platinum across all 3 games? You know. And this is
Mm.
Activision. That was my second point. So you have no idea what they're gonna do.
Oh, I need to like actually turn on my PlayStation to delete Call of Duty Remastered. I'm just done with that game.
You're just done with it. You're deleting it.
I mean, dude, they added weapons to it.
They added new weapons
Yeah, they added new weapons
that weren't there before.
that weren't there before.
That's weird.
But dude, in order to get these weapons though, man, is like a ton of effort. Several like Call of Duty commentators, like are hardcore into Call of Duty,
Mm-hmm.
even more than I am, because I basically skipped 2 damn games. And we'll talk about Call of Duty in a little bit actually. And yeah, it requires like a lot of effort in order to even obtain these weapons. And it's a new like shotgun, pistol, and like assault rifle, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And like melee weapons, but supposedly the melee weapons are just like a skin of the knife or whatever. Like you have a shovel, you have like the edge of a bottle and all this shit. But no, I just think it's really ridiculous, and I really think they've tarnished the game in this respect.
Mm.
Now, will many people have these weapons? No, but I just can't deal with it, and
Well, I mean,
a lot of people don't either.
oh well, didn't you already get the platinum in it?
Yeah, I did get the platinum in it.
Well, there you
I
go.
mean,
You're
it's all
done.
single player. Yeah, I'm done. So
Once you get the platinum, you're done with the game, right? That's how it works.
yeah, but the multiplayer,
Nah, you don't need that.
But I mean, I enjoy Call of Duty 4's multiplayer. But then upon playing it for at least a good chunk of time, I can maybe understand why they added the stuff that they added, but at the same time, I'm like, this is a remaster, not like a whole freaking like new game.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I wouldn't be surprised if they add maps or like new kill streaks to it.
Mm.
But I'm not sure how this is going to bode well for future remasters because I know people out there want the World at War remaster, but once you get that World at War remaster, is it going to be the same game going forward?
Mm-hmm.
Little food for thought for you guys there. I mean, look, I'm not objecting the idea of a World at War remaster, but say it comes out and then later down the road it's not the game you remember it. Just throwing that out there.
Mm.
But what other like release date stuff? Because I kind of want to speculate about Call of Duty a little bit.
Yeah, we'll get back to that. Other release dates. Guess what? Finally has a release date.
What does finally have a release date?
Drawn to Death finally has a release date.
Oh, that's right. I thought, yeah.
Yeah, Drawn to Death is releasing on PS4 April 4th in North America and Europe, and will launch with a $19.99 price point.
Oh, that's a good price point.
Yeah, because that's what they said. They're not doing free to play. It's $19.99 and everything's in the game.
Wait, why did I read that it was a full 60? I think that might have been like fake. Oh, I'm getting my fake news.
Like, where are you reading this stuff at?
IGN.
What? No.
Where did I hear that it was like 60? But no, maybe it was just about it was a full retail release. Maybe because
you heard that in a fever dream.
A fever dream. Yeah.
Fever dreams.
I mean, Drawn to Death is basically a fever dream.
It does feel like a fever dream. This whole development and everything, everything from announcement to release feels like a fever dream. Because like the funny thing is, I played it. I have it on my PlayStation. That's the crazy thing. Like, it's just weird. Like I played it and it's on my hard drive, and other people played it, and it's still not out yet, and it's coming out April 4th. And like I don't know what happens to me. Like do I get it? Like, do I get all the stuff or do I not get the stuff? Like, and I have trophies. Like, look at my trophy list. I have Drawn to Death trophies. It says Drawn to Death limited access. So is it gonna be like some super rare trophies? Because like if this version comes out, it's like full version, there'll be new trophies.
Yeah, it's probably just the same list.
But are they gonna be separate? Because it says Drawn to Death parentheses in parentheses after it, limited access.
Oh shit! It might be.
So if the new version comes out,
or actually, there's some cases where they update like the trophy list itself, and it says it could just change it.
Like the name changes.
Yeah, the name could change. Yeah.
Like it'll just say Drawn to Death, just regular, and then I'll have the trophies.
Because
that would be funny if I had these like super rare trophies because of like the limited access.
oh dang it, I forgot. Oh man, I was almost gonna say like iOS news, but it's not even like relevant to PlayStation about like you know how sometimes app icons on your phone. It depends if you have a lot of apps though, but you don't have like a ton of apps on your phone, do you?
I don't think so.
Oh god, dude, I have like 142 apps on my phone.
I'll delete that shit.
Well, I mean, I don't have to worry about it. I got a lot of space on my phone. Like, I never had that little storage warning on my phone ever. It's awesome. Anyways, there was like some new I/O on like the App Store or something like that, where like app icons can change like color and all that without having to actually update the app. So like, I wonder if like PlayStation will maybe like integrate that in some way where like the app icon can change, but you don't need like to have a whole on patch because we already have hot fixes for games.
Mm.
I know Harmonix loves to do those lately.
Yeah.
So I don't know. So maybe John to Death will get that same treatment, where maybe your game might just get hot fix and then the patch.
Yeah, because they haven't really said though, like what the people who limit access are going to get. Like the only thing they've said that if you bought anything, you're going to get a refund, like 150% refund of what you spent.
150% refund.
Yeah, so if you spend $10, you're going to get back $15.
Oh, what the? Damn, should spend a ton of money on Tron to Death.
It's free money, sort of.
Sort of. I mean,
sort of, kind of.
The spending more to save more.
It's a very long-term investment. Somebody's like, shit, if I spend $1,000 today in like 2 years, I'm going to get back $1,500.
Dude, could have bought a lot of rock band songs with that money.
Some guy just spent all of his savings into this game just in the hope that he's going to get that 150% back.
Yeah.
Then I don't even think you get it. I don't think you even get it back. Like, you just get it back as PSN credit too. I don't think you can even get back as real money.
I don't know. Speaking of getting like money back on stuff, like I've been using this like cashback app for like groceries and stuff, like everyday shit.
Mm-hmm.
It's been quite helpful.
Mm-hmm.
I'm almost like the minimum you can put like to get actual money is like $20, so you need like $20 in rebates. I got $19, and I'm probably gonna put it on my PayPal and then buy shit on PSN with my PayPal.
There you go.
In there. So, and you can like make groups. And dude, it works with just about any grocery store. Like, granted, you have to buy like really specific shit in some cases, but like it could be for like everyday stuff you normally get, like eggs, milk, and all that, cereal. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, get it. It's called Ibotta, and it works with just about any grocery store, even ones maybe you got around in your area. If you think, like, even the Piggly Wiggly, yeah, it's called Ibotta, and like if you do your first rebate, it gives you like $10. So at least get you halfway there before you can do the minimum. You could also get like an Amazon gift card, Starbucks gift card, a bunch of food gift cards, but I'm just going to get the PayPal money.
Well, there you go.
Well, if you are going to sign up for it, I'm going to make you use my friend referral code. So I get some.
Yeah, I'll look into it.
Anyways,
there's that. But anyway, we got one other delay.
Oh, gee.
Going back to another delay.
Hopefully it's not as painful as the Star Trek. Oh, did I say Star Trek? Oh, wait, but Star Trek did get delayed.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say.
Well, wait, what?
Star Trek Bridge Crew got delayed again.
Oh, no. Wait, dude. Oh, my God. I didn't even sense that, dude. I never even said. Dude, I swear to God, I never saw this. Wait, Bridge Crew got delayed again?
Yep, the game was originally supposed to release November 2016, and they got pushed to March 2017, but now the game has been delayed a second time.
To what?
Star Trek Bridge Crew will now release for PSVR, Oculus Rift, and HTC Vive on May 30th.
Oh my God. You were saying all the time, I was like, just get on the release date. I want to know. Dude, yep. You're cutting it close to that E3 presentation you gave last week with the Raging Rainbow guy. That he sat down there, dude, and explained it for like 30 minutes, and you didn't even care.
Didn't even care.
You were like, whatever. It doesn't look good. The graphics look like shit. You're all like, I don't care.
I don't care.
I'm like, this is kind of cool. And you're all like, ugh.
It's just you hit. It's just like even the gameplay, just you hitting buttons.
Yeah, but did you see like that video though in the Ubisoft conference.
Yeah, with the
With the
actors playing
Rainbow stuff.
themselves and stuff, and the Reading Rainbow guy talking about the video we just saw.
Taisha.
Like, can you tell us about the video we just saw and then go on about it for 30 minutes? But I mean,
is there any more release date shit?
Somewhat.
Any more release date stuff?
Let's see. We got there's that. Where is it? I just saw it. Okay, here it is. Ubisoft also announced a lot of Ubisoft dates today. Ubisoft said that Ghost Recon Wildlands open beta will run February 23rd to the 27th.
Okay, I wanted to know because I didn't really bother to check like any forums or like YouTube stuff about it. How are people reacting to this game? Is it positive, negative, in the middle, or? I did see that the game did well. I mean, I know it's a beta, okay, but like there were a lot of technical issues.
Yeah, so it's been kind of mixed. Because okay, so like I played it. I played the closed beta.
Yeah.
Very briefly. Played it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's some neat stuff there. I mean, you got the open world map, and then like even just like because like in the beta, like closed beta, there's like just one section you have to play with.
Okay.
And then for the
it's going to be a big ass map.
Yeah,
right?
it's going to be a big ass map, but like in the beta, they already had a big area to mess around with, and then this open beta is going to have two areas. They're going to open up a second area, so you're going to have the area from the first beta and now a second area to go to and explore.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I mean, I liked what I played. It was open world.
Okay.
I wasn't playing with anybody. I just had the AI with me.
I wasn't playing with anybody, but
no, because I only played for a short time, and so I didn't play like the online co-op experience. I was just playing with the I had the 3-person AI because it's Ghost Recon, so you're always going to have AI characters with you. And I mean, it was fun though. Like the stealth's well done. I like the upgrading. Upgrading's really fun the way they do it. It's not just strictly experience points. It's experience points and just with certain resources you find in the game. So like, it encourages you to do certain missions based on like what you want. So if you want like you have a little drone, so you can upgrade your drone. You need like certain like electronic component stuff to get that on top of like needing a certain amount of XP. Or if you want like team-based stuff, you need to find a certain amount of like medical supplies on top of the XP to get those stuff. So it does encourage different gameplay and all that. And I love the gun crafting in the game. It's so detailed. Like there's like a ton of guns you can get, and then each gun has its own like breakdown of like different parts you can swap out and everything, and kind of like make what you want with the gun. So if you love weapon crafting, that alone is just gonna be great. And then
like Fallout 4.
Yes, weapon crafting was so good. Well, I mean, it's not necessarily crafting like you're finding stuff to make the parts. It's just you're finding parts and you can swap them out with the parts you modify. You modify, yeah. You modify the guns you have. So that's really fun. Just the gun modification stuff is really fun. And all that. What isn't fun though?
I don't want to hear the bad stuff, but like I was looking forward to this game. Okay, what's going on?
There's only one bad thing about it so far.
What's going on?
For me personally, there's only one bad thing about it. Vehicle handling is god awful.
Oh my god, Ubisoft! What is it with you in vehicles, dude?
Like,
see, this is what's really important, and I remember Rockstar mentioned about this, like how much like research and development that they have to do for GTA 5 and its car handling. But whatever.
I mean, cars aren't too bad. Like with the cars, it's like I get in, and then like since I'm playing with AI, the AI won't drive, so I have to drive. And then I have to sit there and wait for the AI to all hop in my car before I can take off, or I'm leaving guys behind. I mean, driving. Okay. Let me clarify.
God awful? No.
Well, let me clarify.
You're gonna clarify.
The driving isn't too bad. It's not perfect, but it's not too bad. What is god awful is the planes and helicopters, any kind of flying vehicle.
Really?
It's god awful. I crashed so many times because I could not figure out how to drive anything.
I always love to see you crash. Like in any game, you just crash.
Well, I should have done a live stream or recorded it. It is awful, like flying. Like there's one mission where it was like in the beta where it's like, oh, get on the helicopter and save the prisoner, and I'm like, okay, and like within a few seconds, I was already crashing that helicopter because I had no idea how to fly it.
Okay, when the open beta comes, can you live stream it and tell me when to watch it so that I can see you crash?
So there's that. I crashed that thing so fast, and then, but that was like a main mission, so like it restarted after I crashed. So I just kind of so I did it again. I tried, and I kind of figured it out, and I was able to get the helicopter there. But then there was like a side mission, a bonus one where you find a regular just plane, and it was like, oh, this plane has supply, so get in it, fly it to, your base or whatever, and you get all the supplies. I'm like, okay. I get in the plane, I take off. I'm like, okay, this is fine. You need to actually know how to fly a plane in order how to land that damn thing. Because it's like, you need to actually hit the brakes and pull up and actually land on a landing strip. And if you do it wrong, you will crash and burn. And since it's just a side mission, it doesn't restart. You just crash and burns and it loads up with you back on the ground and there's no plane. It's like, oh, well, you failed that one.
Oh, no.
And I'm just
and with those things aside, like, you enjoyed it, but I mean, generally, aside from you, the community response seems kind of mixed.
Nothing's bad. Nothing's bad. Nothing, like, no one's complaining it's bad. Just people are kind of like, well, okay, like, it's fine. Like, it's just nothing.
That's why I'm kind of getting like what the Division got, right? Even though I never played it, but
well,
like,
no, the Division, no. Because here's the funny thing. No, here's the funny thing. So like, I played a little bit of the Ghost Recon beta, and I played For Honor online like the next week with 2 other people.
Even For Honor. Damn, there's so much shit.
Yeah. So, I was playing the For Honor beta. I was playing with 2 people that both played the Ghost Recon beta. So I was talking to them like how they feel about the Ghost Recon beta.
Okay. Whoa, you're doing some questioning.
So one of them was one of my friends, and I asked him, "Hey, what do you think about the Ghost Recon beta?" And he said he didn't really like it, but he said the reason he didn't like it was because he felt it's a game that you pretty much have to play with other people for it to be fun. Like, if you're playing this by yourself, you're not going to be having fun.
But you enjoyed parts of it when you were playing it by yourself.
But it's one of those things where, like, I want to play with other people. That's the thing.
Oh.
Because, like, mostly because I don't want to drive. I want someone else to drive.
Damn. And fly.
Yeah, and fly. So, like, that's what I want. And then I had another person who was with us, and he was talking about it, and he said he really liked it. He said this is the game the Division should have been.
Really? Wow, okay. I mean, but they are kind of different, though. They're not...
Well, no, because
the shooters, but like
Division was trying to be an RPG shooter where like
you're not having numbers come off of guys in Ghost Recon.
No, because like in because it's very much like an RPG, the Division, where it was like, you shoot the enemy and it's like, oh, you shoot him at a headshot, it doesn't matter because it's just like health based. Like, he has so much health and you're just using this gun. You know what I mean?
That's what the movie should follow off of. Just have numbers come off the guys.
You just keep shooting them in the head, and they don't die because they have so much health left. Like, it doesn't matter. Like, it's just like RPG enemies, where it doesn't matter where you shoot them. You're just trying to knock their health all the way down to 0. Where in Ghost Recon, no, like, you get headshots, they're dead. Because it's tactical stealth.
Tactical stealth.
But yeah, so I mean, so what it kind of sounds like what he was saying was that Ghost Recon was more what he wanted the Division to be, because like Division was trying too hard to be kind of like an RPG or whatever, and they kind of took away from some of the shooting aspects a bit. It kind of took away from that, and then of course the whole in-game crap was broken or whatever. But so it depends on what you want out of the Ghost Recon. So it's one of those things where like if you like co-op and you're gonna have friends to play with, you're gonna like it. But if you're playing by yourself, it's one of those things where you're gonna kind of get bored with it. And because it's so massive, and it's just like you're probably just gonna get bored, and like I know, and I was reading some other responses. Some guy was like, "Oh, it's fine, it's good, but it follows the exact Ubisoft checklist: massive open world, shit ton of side quests, collect this, collect that." Like it follows that Ubisoft checklist of just what we expect.
Which I expected. Which I'll be honest, I expected, but at the same time, though, given the ambition of this like game at the time when it was first announced, I did kind of expect that I was going to go a little different, Yeah. In general.
I mean, like I said, no one's walking out of this saying they hated it. Like they're just kind of like it's okay.
Like in the middle.
Fine. It's kind of like in the middle where it's like it's fine, it's solid. It's just nothing special.
Well, I mean, I didn't want to settle for like middle because like we got middle in 2011 with Ghost Recon. We're in 2017. It was dormant for a long time. I thought, like, oh man, this is gonna be like.
This is different. I mean, it is a different tide for Ghost Recon, but it's just different from Ghost Recon. But it's not different from any other game you can play right now.
Damn. So this is like my first reaction of like understanding like the whole reception, because I didn't really bother to like listen or hear it.
Yeah. And I mean, like I said, there's people who like it. I mean, one comparison, some guy said like, "Oh, it feels like Metal Gear Solid 5 with co-op."
Yeah, I mean,
And it does have that element to it because there is a lot of stealth. There's a lot of going mission to mission, rescuing people, finding supplies and stuff like that. So it does have elements of that there. So there's that. There's the good comparisons, and I mean, this game. We'll see when it comes out, kind of how people react to it, and then now we're gonna have the open beta next week. So more people are going to be playing it. You can see more reactions and all that. And like I said, it's just no one's saying it's bad or terrible. It's just kind of like
okay.
It's okay.
I see what you mean. Yeah, I see what you mean. I like to go to the worst case scenario possible, but you know what I mean. That's just I didn't want to settle for like just that. I wanted it to be like, it's a return to form for Ghost Recon because Recon.
That wasn't what it was. This was never going to be a return to form. I mean, this game was always going to be something completely different than what we saw, what we were used to of Ghost Recon. Like, it's taking like a game that was linear and kind of more focused tactical shooter, and now turning it into like open world co-op, whatever
Extravaganza,
where like you don't even need to be stealthy if you don't want to,
Mm. Maybe not. I don't know. We'll have to see when the full game releases, I guess. But that was a good rundown, though.
Yeah,
for someone that didn't know the overall reception to the beta or how the game is so far. Then that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Wow.
I just want, if I get this game, I just need to know that someone's going to play with me and drive, because I don't want to drive. I don't want to drive or fly any planes.
Oh.
I need someone who knows how to fly a plane.
someone who fly.
Yep. Like, people are going to be putting that, like, in their, like, request thing, like, when they, like, try to meet up with players and stuff, like, need someone who knows how to fly the damn plane.
Do you feel like it's because the controls are bad, or, like, you don't know how to fly it?
Maybe I just don't know how to, because, like I said, the helicopter took me some time to get used to. That helicopter, it took me, like, I crashed that thing, like, twice before I, like, got it right the third time, and I, like, got the guy to the checkpoint.
Well, you could probably manage a GTA helicopter better than that thing, probably.
But I don't know, man. Those flight things just depress me when I was trying to freaking fly that helicopter, fly that plane.
I imagine you like struggling with like the helicopter. You're like, no. It's always funny watching you crash because you were like not doing that in No Man's Sky, but like what other game when you would like just fall and Doom, you were doing a lot of falling in Doom. I'm like, oh my god, why are you falling so much?
I keep missing those jumps, man.
Like you keep falling, and then you're like keep checking the map, and then you're reading the lore with all that shit. I'm like, oh wow, he's reading all this stuff. He's reading the lore, then getting the collectibles. I know it's funny watching play games sometimes.
Anyway, speaking of games returning to form and all that stuff,
return to form.
Activision was talking about this year's Call of Duty a bit.
Yeah, they did.
Saying that this year's Call of Duty will take Call of Duty back to its roots.
Oh my god! In a focus on combat. Gee, I wonder what else it's do in Call of Duty other than combat.
Yeah, saying that Call of Duty Infinite Warfare had lower than expected sales, noting that the space setting did not resonate with players, and Infinite Warfare was not the success that was planned.
Wow. I mean, it was pretty clear.
Despite Infinite Warfare still being the best-selling game this year.
Well, we want it to be, the success of like what like Modern Warfare 2 was back in the day, Black Ops 2.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we're ever going to hit that again.
Yeah. I don't know.
Those were like such in the media craze, at the time, It's just it's hard to replicate.
Yeah, I don't know if it can ever hit those numbers, but I mean, Sledgehammer's...
Right? Huh? Gosh, I'm remembering those days, like when Modern Warfare 2 was such a phenomena, Black Ops, like the big three that were the ones that really hit hard. Like Modern Warfare 2 was, Black Ops, the original is Black Ops 2.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, Modern Warfare 3 did fine. It made its big grand debut and all that, but I don't know. But this year we got Sledgehammer making this.
Yeah, Sledgehammer's working on it. But they want to get back to their roots and all that. And as you being the resident Call of Duty expert at the two of us, what does that mean, and what do you want that to mean for this game?
Oh my gosh. I mean, it can mean all sorts of things. I mean, whatever Sledgehammer is working on in this game, a lot of people are giving him hope. And despite, Advanced Warfare really not being up to par with really many Call of Duty games with its mediocre multiplayer, at least give it to them that they really did a good job with the single player, I suppose. I mean, I enjoyed. You played it, Advanced Warfare's campaign as well.
Oh, Advanced Warfare. I thought we were still.
Advanced Warfare.
I actually finished.
See, they're all intertwining. They're all intertwining at this point.
But to be fair, Advanced Warfare was the only campaign in Call of Duty I finished in a long time.
Yeah, and you enjoyed it. I mean, I thought it was a good campaign.
Yeah, I finished it. Like I said, I actually finished it. Like, I didn't finish. I started Black Ops 3 and didn't even finish it. I started Infinite Warfare, didn't finish it. I never even started Black Ops 2.
Mm-hmm.
So, like, I actually started and finished Advanced Warfare, so I guess that says something.
And contrary to popular belief, to all the Call of Duty games starting on the same engine, I mean, Sledgehammer has their own proprietary engine for Call of Duty that they don't give to anybody else. That's why Advanced Warfare. That game looks so good.
Yeah.
And you have Black Ops 3 that kind of looked subpar in a way. And then we have Infinite Warfare where its single player looks pretty damn good. But then you have like the multiplayer that looks so washed out and dated.
Yeah, because I mean, they had to downgrade the engine for
more
multiplayer.
All the time, but
and then Black Ops 3 too, the whole campaign was co-op, so they had to lower it too.
Had to be downgraded.
Yeah.
And it's like PS4 Pro support is pretty terrible. And then gosh, it can mean a bevy of things. It's like even too much to even like comprehend. Could be World War II, could be World War I, wherever they decide to take it. It's definitely gonna. I mean, hell, even if it goes back to Modern Warfare, I don't know. That'd be pretty wild too.
I mean, I know these games are like on a 3-year cycle, so obviously whatever they've been working on has been in development for 3 years.
So it's not. People are saying like, oh, if Call of Duty goes back to World War One, it's because Battlefield 1 did it.
Yeah,
so,
see that's.
Oh, really? They turned that around in like 5 months.
Exactly, but it's just one of those things where like, yeah. I mean, if it was in development for 3 years, fine, but it will still look kind of stupid on their part to, announce a World War I game 1 year after Battlefield 1.
Yeah, it's like they had to get out the Infinity Ward 1 out of the way during Battlefield 1 and then get the World War 1 out after Battlefield 1. But, like, the thing is that's tricky is because Battlefield is no longer going to be, like, an annualized thing, even though it never was, really, even though I always say that it was. But they wanted to try it out with, like, Hardline, like, try and put out more Battlefield games than usual, right?
Yeah.
Hardline didn't work out, obviously.
Yeah, because EA's big shooter for fall 2017 is going to be Battlefront 2, like Star Wars Battlefront.
Yeah, and they're pumping the brakes on Battlefield in general, so which is good. I didn't foresee, given not even the success of Hardline that would have even happened. So, given that Call of Duty can go every year, even despite if the sales are higher or lower than the previous entries, that Sledgehammer has a lot to prove. And at least of one thing for sure we will get is a good campaign, given what kind of like what I said with Infinity Ward. At least we'll get a good campaign. We'll get really amazing looking graphics with an updated engine from Sledgehammer themselves. At least we'll get that. I mean, a really amazing looking Call of Duty game, right?
Yeah.
Which is pretty sweet. It'd be a nice E3 like show presser thing,
More famous voice actors. Probably.
Shit. I don't know. Wait, can you hang on? Pause. But anyways.
Yeah.
What we can expect. Good campaign, incredible graphics, something really great for E3. And hopefully, I don't know what, like a third mode. Zombies again? So original.
Oh, yeah. Back to its roots.
Back to its roots, all right. It can really. I mean, back to its roots. It's called the original Call of Duty. If you want to go down to its roots, was World War One. So
Was it World War
that's
One
what.
or was it World War Two?
World War II. Sorry,
Yeah.
my bad.
What
I
if
would
it's
like World
like
War II as opposed to World
what
War
if it's like literally going back to the roots where it's like a time travel game where like you play as an advanced warfare, like an advanced whatever character, advanced warfare character or some advanced whatever, and he goes back in time to World War II and he has like all these he has like that one advanced gun just mowing everyone down. Like they're straight up time travel. Going through different oh yeah, go through time, you go through different wars. There's like World War One, World War Two, Vietnam, like go through all the wars, just hopping
What
through
are we in
time.
like Assassin's Creed cross Call of Duty?
Basically, no, but it's more like that one game. I forget what it was called. It had like a really cool premise, but it was terrible on Xbox 360. Days of Darkness or some shit like that. It was basically what I just said. It was like a first person shooter, time travel, and you're like going through time or whatever. It had such a cool premise, but the game was like terrible.
Wasn't the premise of like 2009 Wolfenstein? No, but that was like going another dimension.
There was
Like,
it was
time traveling.
It wasn't just like time travel. It was time manipulation.
Mm-hmm.
Like within the same spot. Like, oh, I can fast forward time in this one area to like make this thing rot or whatever.
Kind of like Braid.
Yeah, kind of like Braid, or kind of like even Dishonored 2 kind of did that time manipulation, like in the area. Like, oh, I see in the past of this one spot.
Seeing the past,
or the future. Yeah, I mean that'd be crazy ambitious for Call of Duty. Go through time and.
I wouldn't even put that past Call of Duty at this point.
Oh yeah, time travel.
Well, we'll see, man.
Well, actually, the teaser thing did show that clock thing. Remember?
Oh, geez. No, I'm really looking into it.
I figured it out. Oh, God. I swear if this ends up being true, oh, my God. I need to tag this or something. Save this. Let's see if I'm right.
That would be quite a trip, dude. Like, if you actually predict Call of Duty. Dude, do you have some inside information?
That was the teaser, too, man. The teaser was some, like, gears and, like, a little clock thing flipping from, like, 2000. It was, like, at 0 and it went all the way to 2017.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, dude. That's totally what it's going to be. Oh, dude. Dude, Call of Duty's going to be that time travel in it.
Dang, look how easy it is to, like, conceptualize a Call of Duty game now. We can do it on our own.
Yep, we got this, man, dude. I can't wait now for E3. I want to see this meet right.
You cracked the code. Well,
cracked it.
You don't have to worry about E3. I mean, Call of Duty gets announced and then the gameplay gets shown at E3.
Yeah. So we'll know. Oh God, I can't.
We'll probably have an announcement rather soon. Maybe like in probably not till April, or no, probably till at least late March or early April, when we get to at least know what it is. Get some screenshots. Be like, ooh, it's a new Call of Duty. Another year, another Call of Duty. God, what Call of Duty number is this going to be? Like the 13th game?
Sure, I don't know.
How many? Nah, because we have them since like 2007. Right? So
yeah, and we're 10 years later, so 10 plus 4 is 14.
God, dude.
Or no,
so
13,
many
because I don't know. It's 13 or 14, yeah.
So many CODs, dude, it's ridiculous.
But then there's the spin-off ones too.
Let's not forget the ones on the DS, dude.
There's one on the DS. There's that one on PSP. What is it called on PSP? Yeah.
Yeah, the one on PSP. I played that one, dude.
Then there's the one on Vita.
GameCube. Call of Duty has had quite a history, but we'll see what these roots will be when the time comes.
Oh, I can't wait now.
If you crack this code.
Just remember that we called it first here on February 18th. This episode 91. I said it first that Call of Duty is going to be a time travel game.
The thing is, Sledgehammer is pretty responsive on Twitter, so we can just give them the timestamp of when we said this stuff, and then they're all like, "We need to talk to you real quick and take this down."
Well, yeah, you know how to do that, so you can you can do that for me once I have the episode edited together and up and all that.
I think I don't know if Sledgehammer has their DMs open. I'll have to look
and see. Be like, I think we figured it out.
Because I think it'd rather be easier to DM them about it than actually like tweeting them at it because it might just get ignored or just whatever.
Yeah, but
Or if I can,
but it might get
or
traction like from people on Twitter seeing
maybe
it.
possibly, or if I could just get like a person, actual Sledgehammer person on there.
Yeah.
And just tweet at them instead, because instead of like the company one, I could just like tweet at a Sledgehammer person.
It's like, yeah, hey guy, we figured it out. Time,
Hey
clock.
guy, hey guy.
Hey guy. Then he's gonna do the whole Sapper thing. Like, I ain't your guy, buddy. Well, I ain't your buddy, pal. I ain't your pal, friend. That'd be great. But yeah, just be like, yeah, we figured it out. It's gonna be time travel. The teaser thing had a clock and gears and stuff. And you're talking about like going back to your roots. We're talking in a literal sense, so we're going through time and space and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, it's gonna happen, man.
This is just great. Like South Park has gotten delayed a lot, and like remember that imminent hype for it. Like, oh, you get Stick of Truth, but like people platinum Stick of Truth so quickly, and they're just like, oh man, it probably shouldn't have platinum Stick of Truth so quick.
And it's like I still want to go back and play it, and it's just one of those things where I just don't want to throw $60 down now just to play it.
Like, can you get that refund now?
It's been delayed.
Yeah, wasn't it? What was the regulation for it?
Yeah, because Sony did that with Gran Turismo Sport, like when it got delayed.
No, and FIFA too, right, or something like that, or no, not FIFA.
Not FIFA.
Yeah, it was probably what game you're saying. I don't remember.
Yeah, it was Gran Turismo Sport. Like they were refunding people's refund because the game got delayed and they didn't have a new release date for it.
They don't have a new release date for the South Park game, so can there be refunds? So can I get Stick of Truth for free and just download it and just get a refund?
Well, probably not now. Maybe before. Maybe if you already did pre-order it by now, you could probably have a case, but not now since there is no release date right now. But
because they'll look at the date.
Yeah, because they'll look and say there is no release date, so you're pre-ordering it now knowing there's no release date. But like, yeah, if you pre-ordered it back in like September, expecting a December release date and it's still not out yet, then yeah, I think now you'd probably have a case for a refund, but not not right now. If you did it today or tomorrow or whatever.
Not that we're discouraging you to not pre-order South Park because Outdoors is going to be an awesome game.
Yeah, you go and do that.
And you do get some incentive because of
Stick of Truth right now.
But I'm just saying in general because this is a situation where a game doesn't currently have a release date.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But this is if you want to. But I mean, you wouldn't really want to. I mean, odds are that South Park: The Fractured Butthole is going to be a pretty good game. It's probably just some technical kinks that they got to work out.
Yeah, now they're working, solely with Ubisoft in this one, where before they were doing it with THQ and all that, and basically Ubisoft Obsidian was developing it, and THQ was publishing it, and then when Ubisoft picked it up, they kind of just looked at it and said, okay, let's do some clean up and all that, and then we'll put it out. And now this one's being made squarely from Ubisoft. It's a little more like, well, you need to put in that Uplay support and all that. Get that season pass. Got to get that gold edition going.
Well, DLC for Stick of Truth never really went through, right?
No, they had plans for DLC for Stick of Truth, and all of it got canceled when they switched over from THQ to Ubisoft. But now that it's made by Ubisoft, there will be a season pass, and there will be a gold edition of the game you can buy.
Oh, yay.
Pass and all that. So, no one is immune to season passes anymore, as we saw this week.
Nope. There's season passes for everything.
Yep, even Nintendo games are getting season passes now.
Oh my
god. But anyway, it is getting late, and we are a little over the 1 hour mark.
It is, and I'm feeling very tired. But
so we can wrap.
I guess I'll read Raven's statement real quick. But I mean, I wanted to elaborate on it, but unfortunately, we won't because
let's just hear what he has to say.
5th anniversary of the Vita. Let's wish it a happy birthday, guys.
Woo.
I was gonna maybe expand it to be like, our Vita memories and shit, but we do that like every year.
Yeah, we trust me. We talk about the Vita more than most people. Hell, we talk about the PSP. We talk about the PSP Go more than most people.
But we're just gonna treat it like Sony. Just say, okay. They don't even put out like a little birthday appreciation tweet up for the Vita at all. They don't even do that.
Ugh.
So just disgusting. Don't even care.
I don't know. I would like to reminisce about the Vita.
So on that sound,
do that. You know what? Maybe put a pin in. Maybe we'll talk about it again next week because I do kind of want to reminisce about the launch experience, at least of VR.
Yeah, I mean,
all
that's
the
what
hope
we
and
were gonna do,
promise.
but it's getting late, and
Yeah, it's
like
getting
really,
late. It's late, and we're getting kind of tired. So sorry, Raymond. We will talk about it. Like I said, we'll put a pin in on it.
yeah, we'll reminisce. Yeah, I mean, that's what I wanted to go on to because, like, I believe on the show before, like, we talked about like how the Vita did its lifespan, but we never talked about our launch experience of the Vita because,
Yeah.
like, I did get the Vita at launch.
I did too.
North America.
Yep.
And that's my experience.
But yeah, we'll talk about it, Raymond. We'll talk about it next week. We'll
it's so nice to.
Just remind me because you're
okay.
Basically our PR guy.
And I'll encourage more people to send in questions for next week. But I mean, we already were backlogged on so much stuff that we couldn't even get.
Yeah, because depending on how the news flow is next this coming up week, I'm gonna move some of these items into next week because there's a couple more things here, but they're small-ish. I can push them to next week.
I have a feeling that this week probably won't be too much. I hope.
Yeah, because that was the problem with this past 2 weeks. A lot of news came out this past week, so I did kind of feel bad not doing one last week.
Because like Horizon's like isn't coming, so the Horizon isn't coming. So there's our title right there. The Horizon isn't coming. Well, wait, we have to name that for the next week.
Yeah, we gotta say that when we actually talk about Horizon.
Yeah.
Or next week, yeah, when we're 1 week away from Horizon.
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense.
So.
But yeah. All right. Yeah, whatever you said. Okay. Right. I think it's time to sign out. Tap out.
Please. Tap out. No.
Yeah. Tap out.
But anyway, with that, this has been the PSBS PlayStation PlayStation Podcast, episode 91. I'm your host, Coach T. Pitson by Voice, and my co-host here is
Andrew Rios. Double is everybody have a good week and be nice to each other. Know your news sources. Just be smart and get sleep. Play games too, of course.
Sleep's good. Sleep's important.
And watch whatever TV shows. There's a lot of good TV shows out there right now. So yeah. But right now I want to go to sleep. But yeah, sleep is good too. I'm gonna do that right now.
Sleep is good.
All right.
So yeah. Thanks for listening, and hopefully we'll see you guys next week.